guys and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Nthabi and welcome. So to my old subscribers, mwah, too much love for you. Thank you so much for your support. And to the new ones, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. It's about to be a great time. Anyway, so today changing it up a little bit. I'm sure you haven't seen me in this kind of setting before, even though it's my bedroom, and I'm sure you've seen me from this view before, but not so up close and personal, huh? Anyway, so today we're gonna do makeup. Okay, yes, we're gonna play with makeup today, and if you learn a thing or two, great, fantastic. But yeah, we're just gonna do makeup and have fun with it, and that's the point of the video. Also because it's like the eve of my birthday, and I just kind of wanted to have a chit chat about how I'm currently feeling on the eve of my birthday, because I'm leaving 26 behind, entering into 27. I don't know, man. So anyway, we're gonna get right to it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Come on, invite your friends, your family, your grandma, your gramps. Come on, let it be a fun time, guys. Anyway, so what I'm gonna start off with is to prime my face, and I'm gonna do it with this Catrice Prime and Fine. It's a Aqua Fresh Hydro Primer. It's basically hydrating, and because I have silky weird skin, it's both dry and a bit oily, hydration always works, man. So yeah, it's always the best thing. Anyway, so okay, sure, I'm turning 27 tomorrow, and by tomorrow I mean the 5th of February. I'm an Aquarius, a February baby. I don't know, man, quote me on it, at me, but February babies are the best. Not just because we've got so much love, because we're literally born in the love month, or rather in the month of love, but like we're just cool people, man. We're just amazing oaks, okay? So I'm not excited, like, to be honest. And it's not that whole thing, yeah, like, oh my gosh, I'm growing old. Heck, I'm still in my 20s, so relax. It's not that deep. But I'm honestly not that excited. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the weather. Because for the first time in South Africa, it has been grey ever since the 1st of February, and it hasn't let up since. Maybe it's because of Eloise, Hurricane Eloise, or whatever her name is. But like, she's not letting up, hey? Like, it's been super grey down, nah? But that's not like the only reason why I'm down, or rather why I'm not feeling my birthday this time around. Yo, I need a top up, yo. So so the foundation that I'm gonna before we do foundation, we're gonna do this liquid illuminator by NYX Cosmetics. It's called Born to Glow in the shade what's the shade? Pure Gold. So just for that added illumination, wow, you know, just for some, you know, for the vibes to glow from within. And I'm just gonna blend that in with a brush, if I can quickly find one to use. That's my flat brush. Anyway, so yeah, I'm kind of down because, okay, firstly, so I was supposed to be jetting off to South Korea in February of this year. Well, according to my plans, I was supposed to be jetting off to South Korea to basically start a new adventure. not a new life, it's not that deep. But like to do something different with my life, because I figured I need a hard reset and I wanted to do something different for a change, and then obviously come back home. Because I highly recommend, guys, if you can get the opportunity to work overseas while you're still young, void of responsibilities and whatever, like I am, like I don't have no dog, no cat, no baby, no husband, it's just me, myself, and I. So I've always wanted, like, sort of to do something like that. Okay, this was not supposed to be the plan. My upper lip, but it's fine. So I've always like wanted that kind of thing where, you know, jet off somewhere or have like an adventure of a lifetime, traveling the world, figuring myself out, finding myself. It's always been a thing. So because of my girl COVID, that has been put on hold, I think. Not really on hold, but we try again. So now I'm gunning to leave in August. So fine, I've dealt with those emotions, like the disappointment of it all. Because firstly, like, the reason why I can't go now is because the embassy is closed and they're not issuing any new visas, which means no South African applicants can currently go to South Korea if you do not have like a working visa or whatever. If it's for work purposes, you basically can't go to South Korea because of our new strain and all of that. But it's not just us, it's us and the UK people. Fine, whatever. So I dealt with like the disappointment of it all, or rather I thought I did. Like I dealt with the disappointment of it and felt like, oh, okay, we're good now. Like I've accepted it. Now I have to go through that process again of like not necessarily applying, but applying, you know, again, because there's like only 2 intakes in the year, whatever. So I'm basically doing it again. It's better this time around because I've been prepared, because the first time around it was hectic. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna go in with this foundation. It's the Revlon, I'm trying to hide my eyes so you can see. So it's the Revlon Candid. Okay, yeah, Revlon Candid, né? In the color 440. I don't know why I always do that. So sharp, like like long story short, I thought I dealt with like the disappointment of having my plans moved up, or rather like changing. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know, it's not the end of the world, it's not a no, it's a later, right? Cool. So now the gag is people are going now, like people from other countries, obviously, that got to have their stuff together are going. And obviously, what are they doing? Others are starting YouTube channels, others already have YouTube channels where they're just uploading and whatever. And because I've been consuming so much of like content centered around like going to Korea and whatever, so it's like one of the things that pop up, like one of the first things that pop up on my thingy, my Bobby, right? So I was like, yo, what? I thought I would watch it, but no, the wound is still too painful for me to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still too painful for me to consume that kind of content. So what do? I just chill, watch other things. I watch, well, I still consume like content of people in Korea that are already there. I don't know why I'm calling Korea like that, like Korea. Okay, still watch America. I enjoy America's content. She's a funny girl. I still like consume like South Africans who are currently, I still consume like the content of South Africans that are currently in South Korea, right? So that's all good and well and stuff. So now, like, the problem is I have to prepare for an interview all over again. The nerves of having an interview all over again. Like, obviously I know that I'm gonna do well in the interview because I have like first-hand experience, and obviously I'm gonna make it a point to do well again in the interview. But I mean, yo guys, interviews are hard. Interviews are hard to prepare for. Interviews like are just hard, man. like I don't like it. I don't like going through interviews, even though I know I always bring my A game, but like I don't like it. Like I always wanted to end. So I really pray and hope that like with this time around, like applying for the August intake, I really pray and hope that what do I hope for? I really hope firstly I get in and I get to go. Not just getting, because I got in the first time around, but I didn't get to go because of every other circumstantial event that happened afterwards. But I hope that I get in and I get to go this year still. I think maybe that's why I'm super not excited for this year, like my birthday this year. Not the actual birthday, but rather like the year it signifies, because I had a plan to be out of here. At least like for my 27th year, to be spent elsewhere other than South Africa. But then at the same time, I have to remember, man plans, God laughs. So, you know. So clearly, God didn't say no, but He also didn't say when. Which I think is what is driving me insane. Because I'm just like, Father God, you know, I'm your girl. Let's do this. Anyway, so then I'm gonna go in to highlight with these concealers. It's the Fit Me concealers, the best on the market, beautiful on the pocket. So I go in with the shade 40 and 30. 40 is like basically the one that goes underneath, and 30 is to brighten up, right? Oh, so gorgeous. I don't know why I'm using it now, because like my old ones are not finished, but because yeah, papa, I'm gonna use it anyway. So yeah, like God didn't say no. He said wait, it's gonna happen when I say so. And I thought I was patient. I'm not. I really am not patient. I would love to believe I'm patient. Oh, you know how we are always so obsessed with like seeing ourselves as the birth version, even though that's not a reality. That's how I feel currently. That like I wish I was the person I think I am. 100%. I'm not saying I'm not a good person or I'm not patient in like other ways, but I'm not as patient as I think I am. Yes, I am patient, but not the patient Ilya God's time patient. Because I still want a level of like control, and that's also one of the lessons that I've learned, like being disappointed like I had been, or yeah, like experiencing the disappointment I did currently. I think it was also a lesson to say, like for me it was that thing to say, you need to relinquish control, darling. Especially with things where you're just like, yes, this is God, even though that's like literally everything in my life, where I feel like God ordains or God leads or God directs. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So it's been quite a weird time for me, to be honest. And also that growing pressure of like society, because firstly, I'm not immune to that pressure. Yes, I'm more chilled out about it, like in terms of, yeah, I don't have to figure it out Like, I don't have to have it all figured out. Some people figure it out at 30, some at 35, some at 40. But that doesn't mean like you stop living. You know, getting to your destination or to what it seems like is your destination doesn't mean you stop living. So, or feeling like you're stuck and not reaching certain levels doesn't mean you stop living or you stop striving. So like, that's where I'm at with that, where I feel like even if it's not working out the way I would have wanted it to work out, I'm still cool, man. Like, I'm still okay. I still have a roof over my head. I still have most luxuries that other people aren't privy to, so it's all good. Okay, and then next I'm gonna go with this bronzer from NYX Cosmetics in the shade Deep, and I'm gonna use this basically to contour or bronze, whichever, you know, one you prefer. And I like basically powder contouring. I don't like cream contouring. It's too much work. So yeah, guys, that's where I'm at, really. Like, for someone who had their life figured out by the time I left matric, nothing, literally, apart from like attaining my degree, nothing is working out according to plan. So much so that I've thrown it out. I don't know that plan. I don't know what it looks like now. Like, I don't know how it looks like now anymore, because I've just thrown caution to the wind, where I was just like, you know what, God, clearly I thought I thunk, but nah, you know it all. Like, you know what's going on. Obviously, it doesn't mean I don't have aspirations or I don't have things that I aspire to. I mean, like, this one opportunity of like working in South Korea, like, obviously this one I'm going to fight tooth and nail, like, until God says okay, it's time. It doesn't mean I'm gonna sit on my buttocks though and not do what is necessary. I'm just gonna do what needs to be done. I mean, I remember, like, this is basically what I live by, where I'm just like, God, I know that some of these things that I think about, or that I dream about, or that I all of a sudden like aspire to, surely all of it is not just me. Surely some of it, like, if not most of it, is spirit breath. Like, it's you basically just dropping something in my spirit to say, this is what I desire for you and this, because these things are inspired by what God wants for us, okay? So I'm just that person who is just like, okay, me all of a sudden, okay, obviously, like, ever since I was young, I've always wanted to travel ever since I started. Like, go high, we like saying, when the travel bug bites, you are gone for good, because there's no way of you surviving that, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's been a thing. I come from a family of travelers as well, so it's in the blood, you know. So it's just one of those things where as I thought this was a showcase, like, it was going to be an in and out type of situation where, listen, I'm going to apply, I'm going to get in, and I'm going to bounce. But I guess not. You know. Okay, so then what I did now is, obviously, as you can see, I have bronzed, however that may look at the moment, and I like leaving my concealer to sit in a little bit so that, like, it actually brightens the way I want it to, other than just putting it on and then blending it out immediately. I usually bronze first and then I, you know, do the things that make it glow from within. Yeah, so anyway, that's where I'm at, guys. So predominantly that's why maybe I'm not so happy. You know, obviously I'm like, okay, cool, I'll make the most of being at home. I'm not gonna sit and whine or Like, obviously I had my pity party, I cried about it, and I processed those emotions the way I needed to. But it doesn't mean I need to give up, or I need to, sit back and be like, okay, God, clearly you don't want me to go. I'll just sit out here and do absolutely nothing. Because one thing I know is, guys, having to look for work in Mzansi, that's not what I'm trying to do currently. With my life, go back to a 9 to 5 in Mzansi, Africa. It's not what I'm trying to do currently. So I'm just gonna trust in the process. I'm gonna trust that God has it like in his control, and obviously he's always had it in his control. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just gonna trust, okay? I'm gonna try as hard as I can to relinquish whatever itty bitty control I thought I had, and just trust in the power of his word, and trust in what he's doing, and trust in the lessons also in the waiting. Like, trust in the lessons of the waiting, because it's not easy. I think last year, throughout this like whole process of applying to go, I have experienced the most anxiety I've ever experienced in my life. Literally, that's how like hectic this process is, or rather was, because guys, it was tough. But you know what? I'm going to do it again and again and again and again until I go. Until I go, I'm going to do it. Sometimes you must just do it. Scared, do it. Terrified, do it. Just do it. I get it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna give up on myself. I'm not gonna give up on this. It's one of those dreams that I have now. It's like now elevated to that status where it's now one of my dreams. And until I've attained it, and until like I've achieved it, I'm not gonna stop. Like, I'm not gonna stop trying, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna stop trying, bruh. Like, it is what it is, homes. So yeah, guys, like, I think predominantly that's why I'm not so grand with me turning a year older, considering where my life is at. And don't get me wrong, my life is not horrible. It's actually a blessing. Like, when I sit really and reflect and think about like the things that like God has given me the opportunity to be involved in, or not even like anything that deep, like even like the day-to-day stuff, I still feel so blessed, so highly favored. Just having my basic needs taken care of is such a blessing to me. Having a mother that is so understanding and loving is still such a blessing to me. Having a family that is such a good support structure, such a blessing. Like, there are so many things I could count all my blessings and be like, God, you did a thing there. Hey, like, it's not all bad. It's just this one thing that just seems elevated, or rather that seems exaggerated. But otherwise, I live a pretty good life. Currently self-employed, making bank a little bit. Heck, even like last year, because I thought I was going to be traveling early in the year, I was even like able, through my small Anyana gigs, to travel to Cape Town and visit my friends, as well as travel to Durban and visit another friend on another weekend. So like, even the experiences that I've had have been such a blessing, you know. So I won't look at this one thing or this one small part in the story and say that God has forsaken me. That's ridiculous. You know, that is hectically ridiculous. Anyway, so I just baked my face with this Maybelline Master Fix baking brightening loose powder, and it's yellow. So yeah, it's like a banana powder, so it's like yellow and stuff. So yeah, guys, like, yes, it's a hard pill to swallow that I have to wait a little bit longer, but when I look at it, I'm like, it's not too shabby. My life is not too shabby, and that's what I hope to circle back to on days like today, where I feel like I'm an utter failure. Nothing is coming together in my life. Oh my gosh, I'm such a loser. All of those like weird thoughts. I hope to always circle back to how God has been faithful in my life, how God has been amazing, how I've been highly favored and blessed, even with the little, even with the much. Like how my faith has really like been such an anchor for me throughout like these troubled times that we live in, you know. I'm really blessed and I'm really grateful for that. It's just that sometimes, you know, we gotta feel our feels and just express how we really feel. So yeah, man. Okay, now I'm just contouring my face. Okay, because I don't want my face to look like such a ghost. I'm going to dust, well, not really dust off, but like just slightly put some powder on my highlighted areas. And the powder I'm going to be using is the Fit Me powder in the color Toffee, which is 330 by Maybelline. Just for those, just, you know, not too much, because this color, this powder has color. Sometimes that pays off, but I don't want it to pay off so much. Yeah. Sometimes you won't see the difference, but trust me, something is going on. Trust me, trust it, as OK Wasabi would say. Anyway, I forgot to give myself a jawline, so I'm gonna do that. Might be doing it wrong by doing. But my face isn't that fat, no? Sometimes I tend to think that my face is fat because I've gained so much. Well, so much. Not really so much, but I've gained quite a bit of weight. So sometimes I would sometimes I would think that my face is fat. Okay, and then we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix all of this beautiful work with the. Is it even gonna show? Basically, it's the MAC Prep and Prime. I got the one in like the gold deposit, gold light. It's wrapped off. It's wrapped off. As you can see, like the little gold deposits down here. But I don't shake it up now because obviously I don't want the gold deposits to like all over my face. And then I got some in my eye. Child. We're in the big leagues, baby. So then I'm gonna be using this Wet and Wild blush. It has like little bits and pieces that make like shiny pieces that I'm not too impressed with, but hey, it works. It's called, like, the shade is Pearlescent Pink. Maybe that's why we don't read sometimes, eh? So yeah, it has like a bit of shiny deposits. I actually need in the wait, no, I didn't do anything with my eyes. Let's do something with the eyes, né? Something easy, yeah, not too hectic, considering like it's the evening. I'm gonna wash this off. So I'm gonna prime my eyes with this concealer that I used to highlight my brow. For my eyelids, I'm gonna go in with this beauty. Best purchase of 2020, honey. Look at all of this goodness. I'm boring. I'm gonna go in with either this shade or this shade in the transition, and just the yellow outside, like on the corners of my eye. Yeah, like that's all. Nothing hectic, bruh. Hey guys, so I'm back. Sorry about that rude interruption from my battery dying. Like, it was absolutely unnecessary and rude. Anyway, so I ended up just putting on my lashes because I was not about to do that on camera because it would have taken another 30 minutes. Yes, I can put on my lashes, but child, the baby dang, performance anxiety is real. So anyway, it's like cheap lashes from like China Mall or something, bruh. Like, it's not that deep, but I actually quite like them because they're cute. Anyway, I also went and put on the highlighter that I was telling you guys about. So it's this combo of the Wow Shimmer from Discam that I got in the color number 3. It's actually more suited for like darker skin toned people, but it's actually also very nice on like the combination of it and this Precious Petals from Wet n Wild that is seemingly extremely light. So the combination of it works quite well, I think, on my skin tone. So yeah, that's what I used to highlight since I was cut off. And now we're going to go to the last part, which is my lips. So I used 3 products for my lips. I go in with this Essence Kajal or like pencil thingamabob. I got it like, I'm sure 5-7 years ago. But it's from a long time ago, and it was like a limited edition, like spring. No, it was actually an autumn drop, so you wouldn't find it if you were to go to Discam or Clicks now, because it was like a limited edition thingamabob, pencil, kajal, whatever. So it's quite blunt, so I just want to sharpen it quickly with also this Essence sharpener. Yeah, we good. So I'm just gonna line my lips. I don't normally overline my lips because I'm happy with these. So yeah. And then I'm gonna go in with this NYX Suede lipstick in the shade Free Spirit. I absolutely love it. I love this nude. And last but not least, I use this plumping lip polish called a Filler Instinct by, yes, you guessed it, NYX Cosmetics. So thank you so much for joining me during my chit chat. Get ready with me, if you will, even though I'm going absolutely nowhere. But yeah, not to say that I'm not excited to be growing a year older. I really am excited that I'm growing older, wiser, hopefully. I have another year added to life in a couple of hours. I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful to still be alive. Like, trust and believe, apart from my little ranting and rambling, I really am grateful for life. I'm really grateful to be alive, to even experience some of these challenges and some of these heartbreaks and disappointments. I really am grateful. And I do have a lot more good things happening than this one little hiccup, so that I also do not take for granted. But otherwise, like, it's okay also to, I mean, we're human at the end of the day. We're gonna go through some stuff, you know, we're gonna feel otherwise. Sometimes it's okay to just ride the wave and not go extremely into the, oh my gosh, I don't want to seem ungrateful and whatever, without actually processing your feelings about it. So I feel like this was kind of therapeutic for me, where I got to really process my feelings about where I am, how I'm feeling, like why am I not excited for the day, or rather what it signifies more than I was last year. Or no, actually last year I was excited but like, you know what I mean. So it's important to go through the waves and to just, you know, ride it out and really like understand why what's going on is going on. And obviously because of COVID, because of loss of life, because of all of these other things, like, I'm still grateful. Like, I really am still grateful, you know. This can also still be an amazing year filled with beautiful experiences, you know, immersing myself into strengthening my relationships, strengthening my friendships, you know, strengthening my family bonds, you know, just spending more time with loved ones. Excuse my cousin. Anyway, so yeah, this year can still be like an amazing year where I get to experience fulfillment, where I get to have some amazing experiences, which I'm planning on doing, and all of that stuff. So otherwise, guys, thank you so much for joining me while I did my makeup and had a nice chat with you guys. Also, in terms of getting to know me a little bit better and stuff, I really appreciate your time. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and like, please tell your friends to come through. It's a vibe over here. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.